Hello there, welcome back once more. Before we start with the tips, I would like to ask you to subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm literally so close to 5,000 subscribers for so long, it's literally a crime. Okay, now let's start with the video. We have lovely Apollo and we're getting right into it. So first things first, as I always say, do not take a picture, in case you follow my strategy of course, before you see the first survivor you want to hit. You just have to see them. It's not enough to hear them, you have to see them. As you can see, I saw the coordinator, I got the coordinator down, I already have first presence. That's your priority in early game. That's the first step. The second thing is kind of a small detail, but you can see me do it here. While you're carrying your first survivor down in the mirror world, you should keep eyes on the little minimap and the landscape itself to keep yourself from missing a survivor just in case they're hiding nearby. Third thing I would like to say is just chair the mirror as soon as possible, or as the first chair that's on the way. That's because it will either make the survivor going to the mirror, therefore stop decoding, which is good for you, or they will just go down regardless. Fourth thing is, as you can see here, the survivors came into the mirror world, but I don't care. So like the point is, don't really pay attention, don't let them distract you, just chair the mirrors, it will count in presence, it will do anything. And as you can see here, the entomologist went down nearby. I saw her in the mirror world, and if I were to go to secure coordinator's mirror's chair, I might not have anyone down because she might have used her gun, whatever. So that's the fourth thing, to just make sure you always pay attention to your current target, even if it's in the mirror world. Don't let yourself get distracted by other survivors. Next thing is, if there are stunners in the team, and maybe multiple of them, make sure when you're camping and you're thinking that they would come to the save, to have objects near you. Try to go behind the chair, as I do here, so they can't pull you away that far from the chair. Even if they stun you, you will at least still be in place right next to the chair here. Another thing is, if the chair is already past half but not that close to finishing or topping, then just hit the rescuer. It will save you time. Then another tip, as you could see, I didn't really wait for the blink, I wasn't really scared of the prospector. Just use your blinks, use your skills, don't be afraid to use them, because it can literally cost you a match. If I didn't blink this entomologist right here, she might have used her bugs to go so far, and it could have cost me another minute of her kiting me, and maybe possibly prospector of coordinator or little girl even helping her to kite if I didn't use the blink. It was risky, but I took the risk, and it was mostly high reward thing. So just make sure to not keep on your skills, because maybe you could just notice one time that you still have the blink, but the game is ending and you can't really use it to the full potential anymore. One thing that might be obvious to some of you is to just utilize photo word. Even if there are survivors near you that could, you down in a kite or something, just make sure after the chair goes off and the survivor gets sent back to the manor, don't kite. You're not a kiter hunter, you're not a chasing hunter. If you play Joseph, focus on your photo word, that's your skill, that's where you can excel at, that's where you can confuse the team, that's where you can create chaos. So yeah, even though prospector was still nearby, I made sure to take a photo and focus more on the mirror images. As you could see, the little girl was not injured, and now I did make her injured. Next up is, don't forget you can use your second skill, which means the jump card, that you can go back to your steps in photo word as well. So if you have trouble finding survivors in photo word, you can also use that skill and just tap it to locate the survivors. Do keep in mind though that if there is a shared survivor in photo word, then the jump card might show their direction first if they are nearest to you, so don't let that thing distract you. Next thing is, if you chair in basement but there is no priestess or gravekeeper in the team, then make sure to just go above. Here you could see me wait a little because I knew coordinator had a gun and I wanted to avoid her hitting me. So basically you can also try for the drop down hit, but if that doesn't work, and if the character has something like coordinator gun or an enchantress long stun, then just make sure to try to stay careful, try to stay behind surfaces, as I did. And as you can see, I did manage to hit both of the characters, the rescuer and both the survivor who was chaired. Another quick thing here is, if you manage to hit both the rescuer and the rescued character, make sure to focus on the rescued character. Always make sure to keep your eyes on them, always make sure to know where they are, even if you would try to chase the rescuer a little further, just try to keep in mind where the chaired character is. If the rescuer goes down nearby, this is another tip by the way, just make sure to chair them if possible. If there are a lot of characters around the first chaired person, then it's fine not to. It will also take the team's time to just heal them, but first and foremost, make sure you focus on the character who is dead on chair. As you can see, another example of don't wait your blink, just make sure to use it in the situation that's there. So as you could see, by chairing the coordinator and letting the little girl get away with the first save and then letting her just go to the second save without like going after her, I made sure the prospector was eliminated as fast as possible, and now I only have 2 characters to go after, which means I can basically win in one photo word. What that means, if you didn't know, if you have only 2 survivors left, then you can just basically, one photo word is enough to basically down both of her mirrors, chair both of her mirrors. Of course, if it's a larger map and they are not really at the same place, it might be a bit more difficult, but usually you can make sure to just chair the last 2 survivors in the photo word, and basically they both be down. One of them would be probably found and chaired by you by using the jump card before the other one can heal. And basically, if you have only 2 survivors left and maybe like 1 or 2 ciphers left, then it's usually a win for you as the hunter. So that was me with the few tips with Joseph. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope there was something new I could tell you, even if some of the tips you might have already used. I do hope you enjoyed these little videos, little informational videos, and as you will shortly see, the survivors will just surrender instead of waiting for me to chair them. So drop a comment if you enjoyed. Thank you for subscribing, for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.